All right. Now, Mo, I'm gonna ask you this because you're watching the football team. All right. What's the final season grade for the Washington football team?
Um,
What direction would you like to see them go? And for next year, record wise, what's your expectations?
this year I'm gonna say right around C plus. I'll give it a C plus for winning the division, but it was right around what I expected. I expected us to be around 6 to 8 wins this year.
Mm.
Um, I expected us to be around 6 to 8 wins, so it's right around what I expected this year. Um, and the reason I expected 6 to 8 wins was solely really off of I think Ron Rivera bringing a culture there that hasn't been there in a long time. And you can even see in our play and some of the hustle plays this year, you can see that an accountability was there that hasn't been there in about 6 to 7 years. It was some true accountability in the locker room as far as play, about how to go about things. And honestly, I'm gonna be truly honest with you. I'm a firm believer that if Gruden was still there, Haskins would still be on the team right now. I don't think he makes that move. I don't think Gruden makes that move. I think that's a
That's fair.
solely Ron Rivera move and holding people accountable for their actions. I think Gruden would have tried to masquerade it, and I think Gruden would have tried to make excuses for it, and he still would have been on that team. So I truly respect what was done, especially the time it was done. It was time to just cut the show out. It was time to cut a lot of the cancers out of the building. You know what I'm saying? So from that standpoint, I'm me being who I am, being a football coach, being a person, the direction we need to go in. Left side of the offensive line needs to be addressed. It hasn't been addressed in 10 years. The left side of the line has to be addressed. You have to get more athletic. I like Logan Thomas, but you got to get more athletic at the tight end position. You got to find a number 2 receiver. Can't just be McLaurin. That's just not going to work. Me, honestly, I think it's enough time in this draft to where we shouldn't draft a first round quarterback. But do we have to get a quarterback in this draft? Absolutely. Do we have to get one? Absolutely. But I think it's too many holes on this team to where you say go get a quarterback in the first round. I'm not really sold on a lot of these quarterbacks. If I would say one fits what we do, I would say the BYU quarterback, Wilson. Yeah. If I was to pick one about fitting what we do in our system and how we go about things,
he fits perfectly.
He fits the most. If you can get him, you feel like he's a day one starter. But if you're going to get a quarterback in the first round, I feel like with this team just winning the division and the momentum we're on, if we get a quarterback, he has to be a day one starter. That's just me. I don't think you get a quarterback right now and sit him behind somebody for a year or so, even if it's Alex Smith. I just think if you're going to stay with Alex Smith at least for a year and groom somebody, let's wait. Let's not get a quarterback first round. That's just me. Because we got so many other holes in this division, even next year. Does this division really, whether it's free agents or something, what is this division really going to do to really expand that much to where we're not a favorite next year? We're not right in the race next year as well. I don't think the division is going to do anything that's going to make them superiorly that much better. Do we know Dak Prescott going to come back at all? If not, is he going to come back fully healthy? It's turmoil in Philly. The Giants, even if Saquon comes back, does he come back fully 100 off an ACL tear? And does he really come back in his same form? And even with him coming back in the same form, does that really make the Giants that much better with him coming back off an ACL tear? So I think we're right there in the mix of the division, even right now, even with what we can have back and what we can add. So I just feel like fix the left side of the line. Secondary, we need another secondary. We need another safety to go with Landon Collins. And I think get more athletic at the tight end and find a number 2 receiver. And I think we can definitely continue to make some noise.
All right, what do you think our record's going to be?
With all the adversity this year and going 7-9, I'm honestly expecting at least 8 to 9 wins next year. That's just me. I don't see a step back to 7 wins. I think to win 7 games with all the adversity, everything we went through this year, I can honestly sit here and say 9 wins, 8 to 9 wins is a legitimate kind of expectation for us next year.
That is crazy, man. I agree with you mostly, but I'm gonna be honest. My final season grade for the Washington football team is an A. I didn't expect us to come out and win the division. I'm gonna be honest with you. I thought we were gonna have about 4 to 5 wins. But once again, Riviera is a phenomenal head coach. Um, he's turning around faster than I would ever thought of. His leadership, his coaching style. Thanks, Craig. Thank you, Carolina. Thank you for that. I don't even know why they got. I don't know. I don't know why they got rid of him, but I love him. He's changing the culture there. I do agree with you. Right now, the direction we're gonna go in, we need to work on the offensive line. We have to work on the offensive line. We need a left tackle. We need a left guard. I know we just signed the center. We have to work on our offensive line. We have to work on our weapons. I like our running backs, but we definitely need maybe some more depth there and some more depth at receiver. We got to get a receiver. I agree with you with the quarterback. At this point, I feel like Alex Smith is going to come back next year, probably healthier. He'll get a full off season of work. He'll work with the coaches. Um, if a quarterback falls to us that we like, yes, but first round I'm looking offensive line, or I'm looking safety. I'm looking best player available, offensive though, right? Like, and I know we need secondary help, but I'm gonna focus on the line, and if we get like you know I don't know, man. The quarterback's funny. Like they said, Kyle Trask might drop to the second round. I can see him sitting a year waiting. Um, he didn't have a bad college football season, but so yeah, if they do get a quarterback in the first round, go with them. But I don't think a quarterback is going to drop that's worth picking where we're going to pick. I think we just get the best offensive lineman, receiver, probably offensive lineman available. I'm going with that. I'm sticking with that. Um, my expectations for next year are everybody's going to be back. Um, I'm going 8 to 9 wins, man. Eight to 9 wins. Um, so if we go 7-9 next year, I'm not going to be mad. Or 8-8, but we're not going to. The expectation is we're not going to be below 7 games. Um, and of course, our division is our division. So I mean it's no words. I can't I can't say anything else. I mean everybody will agree. I'm not gonna be boisterous at my division. I'm just the way Mo said it. The way it looks like it's everybody's in the mix next year. We don't. It's that's how our division is.